Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I welcome you all to this online webinar session on Raga and Yoga being organized by Raga and Yoga Singapore. In this session, Raga and Yoga explores a never seen before relationship between Patanjali Yoga, Sutras, and the composers of India through Carnatic music. So please stay focused till the end. My name is Srinivas Patnaik, and I'm your host for today's session. Though I'm a CEO of a group of companies in shipping and maritime, I'm a performing musician and have been practicing Raga and Yoga for more than 3 years. And I must thank Raga and Yoga Singapore for giving me this opportunity to host this amazing session today. On behalf of Raga and Yoga Singapore team, we would like to extend our thanks to all our regular attendees, to all the newcomers, our team members, and their families to grace this occasion. The agenda for the evening is basically a Swagat Gan and Mangal Gan in a short while from now, followed by the performance and presentation session, Raga and Yoga, which will be followed by a word of thanks, and then Shanti part and closure. I would like to, for those who are not aware of Raga Yoga, allow me to give a quick introduction. Raga Yoga organization is an NGO, a pioneer in yoga and advanced meditation training, uplifting the human lives in all aspects. The organization was established in the year 1924 by His Holiness Sadguru Sadafal Devji Maharaj, who discovered this wonderful meditation technique after 17 years of strenuous meditation practice. Today, under the guidance of present Sadguru, His Holiness Shri Swatantra Devji Maharaj, Raga Yoga has reached around 45 countries and has transformed life of more than 5 million disciples. Our international headquarters is situated on the holy bank of River Ganga in Allahabad, in India. Amidst the global pandemic, Raga Yoga Singapore has started daily online sessions of breathing exercises, pranayam, and Raga meditations, as well as introductory sessions every month. I would now, first we would be going and offering a welcome song and a small prayer for the world peace and prosperity in the holy feet of Master, and get blessing for this session. Prayer will be displayed, as you can see on the screen, in Hindi and English. For reciting the Swagat Gan and Mangal Gan, I invite Prachi Pandeyji from France, who is a very dedicated practitioner of Raga Yoga. Over to you, Prachiji.
Thank you, Srinivasi. Hello and welcome to everybody. I'll start with Swagat Gan, that is the welcome song. आज स्वागत नित्य गुरुवर संत शुभागम आइए, अध्यात्म विद्या दिव्य ज्योति सोमरस बरसाइए, दोष दूर गुण दूर करके शुद्ध हंस बनाइए, भेद गम गति ज्ञान गर्जन शक्ति द्वार हटाइए, खुले द्वारा शब्द सागर भक्त जनयन वाइए, जन सदा फल विश्व शिक्षक शान आन बचाइए, आज स्वागत नित्य गुरुवर संत शुभागम आइए. Now we go to the Mangal Gan, that is for the world peace, for the peace of everybody. Vishwa Shanti Nama Mangala परम गुरु को ध्याये वर्ग द्वंद्वय शांति दूर कर भाव भेद मिटाइए सार्वभौम समष्टि सत्ता ध्यात्म राज्य बनाइए भेष भाषा भाव जगमय ज्ञान पर दरसाइए समृद्धि सुख शांति धरातल स्वर्ग भूमि बनाइए विश्व शिक्षक जन सदा फल नीति स्वर अपनाइए विश्व शांति नाम मंगल परम गुरु को ध्याइए. Thank you so much. Jai Satgurudev.
Thank you very much, Prachiji, for the melodious rendition of the Swagat Gan and Mangal Gan. Now let's move on to the much awaited segment, which is the Raga and Yoga. Our speakers for today are Srimati Bhavna and Shri Pradyumna Kandadhai. They are founders of Carnatic Conservatory of Paris, a not-for-profit organization based out of Paris in France, and are promoting Indian culture through music, dance, yoga, and Sanskrit language training. They also release Bhagavad Gita doodle videos through Indian Embassy of Paris social media channels every Monday. They have curated events to the likes of UNESCO and Indian Embassy. Internationally recognized, CC Paris has published books in multiple Indian languages. Bhavna ji is a Carnatic vocalist and a Bharatanatyam dancer, who also works as a professor at the French Conservatory teaching Carnatic vocal, Veena Konakol. Pradyumna ji works as a business solutions architect at Manhattan Associates. Over to Bhavna ji and Pradyumna ji. You have to unmute yourself. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste everyone.
Namaste everyone. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity. We are very glad to connect with the global community of yoga practitioners and also people who are interested in Carnatic music, Indian classical music, and who want to explore these wonderful dimensions. We thank Vinga for this wonderful opportunity. Today, we would be demonstrating a very unique approach which we have been exploring for past several years, which is an amalgamation of raga and raga, which is the emotional piece, which is the melody piece of Carnatic music, of Indian classical music, and yoga, which we are all aware of. And the very essence, when we say yoga, normally what comes to mind is asanas, which is the postures. But we are exploring yoga in its entirety as propounded by sage Patanjali, right? So today's presentation on the topic Patanjali Yoga Sutra and Carnatic Music is an extract from the book Raga and Yoga. So this is the book which is available in English as well as in French language. It is authored by Bhavana Pradyumna, and I had the privilege to co-author and edit the book. Patanjali, a brief introduction, we may all know, but for those novice, Patanjali is a sage or a rishi who is estimated to have lived between 2nd century BC to 5th century AD. Carnatic music is one of the classical music forms of India, which finds its origins in Samaveda. Samaveda being one of the 4 primary Vedas or the source of knowledge. The classical music which retained its original form was called Carnatic, whereas the classical music which absorbed the influences of Persian music branched out as Hindustani music. So we have 2 main classical forms of music, Carnatic music and Hindustani music. Through Carnatic music, though Carnatic music predates sage Patanjali, the current available compositions, especially the ones associated with the Bhakti movement and post-Bhakti movement, are dated post-Patanjali period. So Carnatic Conservatory of Paris is glad to present now Raga and Yoga edition Patanjali Yoga Sutra and Carnatic music. This presentation explores how the essence of Patanjali Yoga Sutra are expressed in different compositions across different Indian languages. So it's not just one language, it's not just one composer, but we see all these different composers across all the different languages in India who are exploring the same essence as propounded in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So today's presentation explores the fact that all great composers were yogis, realized souls, who had experienced the otherworldly through bhakti. Swami Vivekananda called Patanjali Yoga as Raja Yoga, which defines Ashtanga, the 8 limbs for self-realization. Be it Raja Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, the experience of yogis are similar, and the realization of the self is the ultimate goal of their journey. Patanjali established that the whole world is nothing but mind, and energy is only the end product of mind. So now let us all revere sage Patanjali through Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Munina Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. Rishi Patanjali, a great yoga master, he was able to compose these sutras. They are very well known as Sutras of Patanjali. Sutra means thread.
Recording stopped.
Recording stopped because so sutras means it's a thread. It's a it's an ancient equivalent of the modern day formulae. It provides maximum knowledge in minimum words. Like we know, we are all aware of E is equal to mc square. So these are the kind of formula which are guiding principles of science today. But these are similar formulae which were given to us by Patanjali, right? So a formula is concise, unambiguous, meaningful, properly applicable, irrefutable way of expressing the truth. So it normally requires a learned to decipher these sutras, and these sutras or aphorisms has to be learned through study and commentaries. So what we would be doing now in this part of presentation would be that we would be hand-picking few sutras of Patanjali from first chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So for people who are aware, Patanjali Yoga Sutra has 4 padas, and the first pada is Samadhi pada. So we focus on Samadhi pada, we take few of the Yoga Sutras, and we present the Yoga Sutras. I present the Yoga Sutras to start with, and then I also present the English explanation of these aphorisms as given by Swami Vivekananda. It's not something that I am interpreting, rather I am presenting what Swami Vivekananda interpreted as part of his explanation of these sutras. And then Bhavana would be presenting a composition which reflects the same essence, which reflects the same sentiments, philosophy and concepts in Carnatic music. So first of the concepts we would love to take up is definition of yoga itself. And definition of yoga, there are multiple definitions. One of the definition is that yoga is about union, whereas the Patanjali definition of yoga is samadhi, right? Yoga as samadhi or samadhana, which is controlling the mind or to be in peace. So that's the definition given by Patanjali. So let us explore the aphorisms which talk about this, and then we will listen to Bhavanaji. Harihi Om. Atha Yoganushasanam Yogaschittavritti Nirodha Tada Drashtuswarupe Vastanam Vritti Sarupyamitharatra. These are the first 4 aphorisms as propounded by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. The translations or the idea propounded by Vivekananda is now Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Now the aphorisms of yoga. Yogaschitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is mastery over mind. Tada Drashtuswarupe Vastanam. At that time, the time of concentration, the seer, the Purusha, rests in his own unmodified state. As soon as the waves have stopped and the lake has become quiet, we see the ground below the lake. So with the mind, when it is calm, we see what our own nature is. We do not mix ourselves, but remain our own selves. Vritti Sarupyamitharatra. At other times, other than that of concentration, the seer is identified with the modifications. A composition, Manasu Swadhinamai, is one such composition which reflects the very essence of this of these 4 aphorisms. The gist of Manasu Swadhinamai would go like this. O son of King Dasharatha, O Lord of Emperors, O spotless one, O peerless one, O moon-faced Lord, praised by Tyagaraja. To that great person whose mind is under self-control, what is further need for sacred prayers or mystical formulae? To him who considers that body is not self, what is the need to undertake penance? To him who has considered that everything is but you only, what is the need for differentiation of stages of life? To him who considers it to be a fascinating illusion by perplexity because of woman. To him who remains devoid of evilsome sense objects throughout life, what is further cycle of birth and death? Manasa Swadhinamai.
Manasu Swadhinamai. ఆఘనోనికి మరి మంత్రతంత్రమూలేల ఆఘనోనికి మనసు స్వాధీనమైన ఆఘనోనికి మరి మంత్రతంత్రమూలేల ఆఘనోనికి మనసు స్వాధీనమైన ఆఘనోనికి మరి మంత్రతంత్రమూలేల ఆఘనోనికి మనసు తనువు తానుగదనియచు వానికి తనువు తానుగదనియచు వానికి తనువు కదనియచు వానికి తపము చేయనేల దశరథ బాల తపము చేయనేల దశరథ బాల మనసు జన్మము దుర్విషయరహితునికి జన్మము దుర్విషయరహితునికి గతాగతమిక జన్మము దుర్విషయరహితునికి గతాగతమిక రాజ రాజేశ నిరంజన నిరూపమా రాజ రాజేశ నిరంజన నిరూపమా రాజ వరద త్యాగరాజ వినోద రాజ రాజేశ నిరంజన నిరూపమా రాజ వరద త్యాగరాజ వినోద మనసు స్వాధీనమైన మైన ఆఘను నీకి మరి మంత్ర తంత్రము ఏల ఏల
So, moving on with the second concept, we all know that in yoga, the nature of object is explained through three gunas, whereas Purusha is Trigunatita, so the one beyond the three gunas. So the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which emphasizes or which provides us this particular idea, is the 16th Sutra, which is Tatparan Purushakyater Gunavaitrishniyam. Swami Vivekananda says it is the highest manifestation of power when it comes away even our attraction towards the qualities. We have first to understand what the Purusha, the self, is and what are the qualities. According to yoga philosophy, the whole of nature consists of three qualities. One is called tamas, another rajas, and the third sattva. These three qualities manifest themselves in the physical world as attraction, repulsion, and control. Everything that is in nature, all these manifestations are combinations of and recombinations of these three forces. This nature has been divided into various categories by Sankhyas. The self of man is beyond all these, beyond nature, is effulgent by its very nature. It is pure and perfect. Whatever of intelligence we see in nature is but the reflection from this self upon nature. Nature itself is insentiate. You must remember that the word nature or prakriti also includes the mind. Mind is in prakriti. Thought is in prakriti. From thought down to the grossest form of matter, everything is in nature, the manifestation of the nature. This nature has covered the self of man, and when nature takes away the covering of the self, becomes unveiled and appears in its own glory. This non-attachment, as it is described in Aphorism 15, being control of nature, is the greatest help towards manifesting the self. Trigunatita, going beyond the trigunas. The composition, which reflects the same emotion, the same concept, is Dasa Dasa Dasara Dasyava Kodu Dosha Rashiya Nadidu. That extreme non-attachment, giving up even the qualities, shows the real nature of the Purusha. Now, I would request Bhavana to present Dasa Dasa Dasara in the language Kannada.
ದಾಸದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿ ದಾಸದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಲಿದು ದಾಸದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಲಿದು ದಾಸದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಓ ಶ್ರೀಶಧೀಶ ಸರ್ವೇಶ ಸುರೇಶ್ವರ ಶ್ರೀಶಧೀಶ ಸರ್ವೇಶ ಸುರೇಶ್ವರ ಭಾಸುರ ಗುಣ ಗಣ ಭವ್ಯ ಚರಿತ ಹರಿ ಭಾಸುರ ಗುಣ ಗಣ ಭವ್ಯ ಚರಿತ ಹರಿ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಲಿದು ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿ ಚಿತ್ತ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದ ಸೇವೆಯೊಳಿರಲಿ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇತರ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಅಂತರಂಗದಲ್ಲಾನಂದಿರಲಿ ಅಹಂಕೃತಿಯನೆ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಚಿತ್ತ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದ ಸೇವೆಯೊಳಿರಲಿ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇತರ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಅಂತರಂಗದಲ್ಲಾನಂದಿರಲಿ ಅಹಂಕೃತಿಯನೆ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಸಂತತ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದ ಪಂಕಜ ಭಕ್ತರ ಪಂಥವ ಪಾಲಿಸು ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷ ಹರಿ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಳಿದು ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿ ಅರಿಷಡ್ವರ್ಗಗಳ ಅಟವಿಯ ಖಂಡಿಸು ಆನಂದದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಿಸು ದುರುಳರ ಸಂಗವ ದೂರ ಮಾಡಿಸು ದುರ್ಮತಿಯನೆ ಬಿಡಿಸು ದುರುಳರ ಸಂಗವ ದೂರ ಮಾಡಿಸು ದುರ್ಮತಿಯನೆ ಬಿಡಿಸು ಸರಸ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಸನ್ನುತ ಬಕುತರುಳ್ ನಿರುತವು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸು ನೀರಜಾಕ್ಷರಿ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿ ತ್ರಿಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನಾಕಾರ ತ್ರಿಗುಣತೀತ ತೀರ್ಥಪಾದ ತ್ರಿಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನಾಕಾರ ತ್ರಿಗುಣತೀತ ತೀರ್ಥಪಾದ ಭಜಕರ ಪಾವನ ಭವನುತ ಚರಣ ರುಜುಗುಣನುತ ಭರಣ ವಿಜಯ ವಿಠ್ಠಲಾಧೀಶ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರ ವಿಜಯ ವಿಠ್ಠಲಾಧೀಶ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರ ಕುಜನ ವಿದಾರಣ ಕೋವಿದನು ತಗರಿ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಳಿದು ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿ
Third concept, path of Bhakti Yoga. Patanjali Yoga Sutra also emphasizes aspects of Bhakti and Bhakti Yoga. Aphorisms from in the first pada, Samadhi pada, from 23 to 28 emphasize the path of Bhakti Yoga. Ishvara pranidhanatva क्लेश कर्म विपाकाशयैरपरामृष्ट पुरुष विशेष ईश्वरः तत्र निरतिशयन् सर्वज्ञत्व बीजं Sapurveshamapi guru kalenanavacchedat tasya vachaka pranavaha tajjapastadartha bhavanam. Swami Vivekananda says, Ishvara pranidhanadva, or by surrender to Ishvara. Klesha karma vipakashayai raparamrishta purusha vishesha Ishvaraha. Ishvara, the supreme ruler, is a special Purusha, untouched by misery, the results of action or desires. Tatra niratishayan sarvagnatva bijam. In him becomes infinite the all-knowingness, which in others is only a germ. Sapurveshamapi guru kalenanavacchedat. He is the teacher of even the ancient teachers, being not limited by time. Tasya vachaka pranavaha. This is the most important essence that is brought out. His manifesting word is Om. Tajjapastadartha bhavanam. The repetition of this Om and meditating on it, on its meaning, is the way to Samadhi. So, composition, Nadaloludai in the language Telugu emphasizes on Om, the Pranavanada, the sound or the primordial sound. Nada is pure sound. Upasana is to meditate. It also means sadhana. Nadopasana is to meditate on the pure sound, the pure music. Sadhana, important to note, is common to both Raga and Yoga. Sadhana becomes discipline, it brings discipline in life. Sadhana is the key to moksha. Nadaloludai, the gist would come out as, O mind, by becoming a lover of Nada, attain the eternal bliss. By total involvement in that music through countless ragas, which result by the manipulation of the 7 notes of music, and which fulfills all the righteous desires. Know that it is by this experience of Nada that the trinities of Indra, Ganesha and Subramanya and other personages had done upasana. Tyagaraja is aware of this. Nadaloludai.
स्वादुपलप्रद सप्त स्वर रागनिचय सहित नादलोलु नै ब्रह्मानन्दमुद वे मनसनाद लोलुडे हरिहरात्म भूसुरपति हरिहरात्म भूसुरपति हरिहरात्म भूसुरपति हरिहरात्म भूसुरपति शरजम गणेश दुलो हरिहरात्म भूसुरपति शरजन्म गणेश दुलो वर मौनुलो ध्यान चेरे ब्रह्मानन्द आनन्द मुल्दवे
Moving on. The fourth concept we want to touch upon is equanimity of mind. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which emphasizes this concept, is the Sutra 33 of Samadhi Pada. Maitri Karuna Muditopekshanan Sukha Dukkha Punya Punya Vishayanan Bhavanataschitta Prasadanam. Swami Vivekananda says, friendship, mercy, gladness, indifference, equanimity being thought of in regard to subjects, happy, unhappy, good and evil respectively, pacify the chitta, samadhana to chitta. We must have these four sorts of ideas. We must have friendship for all. We must be merciful towards those that are in misery. When people are happy, we ought to be happy, and to the wicked, we must be indifferent. So with all subjects that come before us, if the subject is a good one, we shall feel friendly towards it. If the subject of thought is one that is miserable, we must be merciful towards the subject. If it is good, we must be glad. If it is evil, we must be indifferent. Most of our difficulties in our daily lives come from being unable to hold our minds in this way. For instance, if a man does evil to us, instantly we want to react evil, and every reaction of evil shows that we are not able to hold the chitta down. It comes out in waves towards the object and we lose our power. Every reaction in the form of hatred or evil is so much loss to the mind and every evil thought or deed of hatred or any thought of reaction, if it is controlled, will be laid in our favor. It is not that we lose by thus restraining ourselves, we are gaining infinitely more than we suspect. Each time we suppress hatred or a feeling of anger, it is so much good energy stored up in our favor. That piece of energy will be converting into the higher powers. Composition Chitta Samadhana. It's a Marathi abhang, a Marathi composition, which brings out so wonderfully that he who maintains equanimity of mind instead of becoming miserable in the bad time of his life learns lessons from there. Thus he transforms even bad time of his life into gold. There could be no good of a person who has a mind full of cravings. If the temperature of the body has gone up due to mental agony, then there is no use of applying sandalwood to the body. Chitta Samadhana.
चित्त समाधान तरी विश्वाटे सोने चित्त समाधान तरी विश्वाटे सोने बहु कोठा अतिशय जाना भलो सांगे काय बहु कोठा अतिशय जाना भानो सांग काय मनाचे तळमळे चंद नाही अंग पोळे मनाचे तळमळे चंद नाही अंग पोळे तुका म्हणे दूजा उपचार पीडा पूजा तुका म्हणे दूजा उपचार पीडा पूजा तुका म्हणे तुका म्हणे तुका म्हणे दूजा तुका म्हणे दूजा उपचार पीडा पूजा नमस्ते
Namaste. I would request everyone to close your eyes and chant Om with us. So let us chant Om 3 times.
Om
with this, we come to the end of our presentation. Again, we would want to thank Vihanga for this wonderful opportunity. We would want to show the book Raga and Yoga, available in both English and French. It has original illustrations of Yoga Chakra, of original illustrations of Sri Chakra, and different Sri Chakra explanations, compositions, rasas, as associated by Muthuswami Dikshitar. We all know he was such a realized soul that he was able to compose. There are several compositions which reflect how to meditate upon Sri Chakra, and those compositions have been brought together through original illustrations and presented as part of this book. The idea is to understand that the Indian way of living was never in silos. It was a holistic living where music, dance, yoga, bhakti, self-realization, spirituality, they were all a part of one way of life. So that's the essence that we have been bringing about. We think that this research, what we have started, is just the beginning. There is a lot more that we can do, that we want to do as we go in future, and we welcome you all to
check our website www.carnaticconservatoryofparis.com, and also our Facebook page Carnatic Conservatory of Paris, where you can find all the details and the work that we are doing to spread Indian culture globally. Thank you so much again, Vihangam and Subhasji and Srinivasji. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I also thank Prachi.
Thank you so much, Bhavanaji and Pradyumnji, for the editions of Raga and Yoga. What an amazing combination of Raga and Yoga. There is some kind of an echo coming. I think, yeah, now it's okay. A vast experience and passion for their respective fields is so vividly visible and audible. We would have loved to go on and on listening to Bhavanaji's
Thank you.
And Pradyumnji's eloquent presentation. However, in the interest of time, we have to move on. On behalf of all the attendees, I would like to extend my thanks to both of you for this wonderful session. We are left wanting for more, and definitely look forward to more in the future. We are almost at the end of our session today, and for giving the word of thanks, I would like to invite Likesh Naikji, who is joining us from Oman and is a very dedicated practitioner of Raga and Yoga.
Thank you, Srinivasji. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank today's our guest, Pradyumnaji and Bhavanaji. It was such a wonderful session. I really thank you both from my bottom of my heart. And Bhavanaji, you had a wonderful voice. We were all connecting, and it was quite melodious to listen the mantras. And I can say that, you know, there is Saraswati in your voice. Thank you so much. And Pradyumnaji, the way you explained the Ashtanga Yoga, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and the Trigunas and Bhakti Yoga, it was really wonderful. And that's the beauty of our Indian culture, you know, everything, like whether it is astrology, whether it is music, whether it is Ayurveda, there is an Indian sages who were the scholars who did you know the great work, who did the tapasya, and in the samadhi avastha they discovered this the knowledges. So, you know, music is also a part of that. And you know, when we pray to God, when we do the bhajan. That's why someone, when he is doing the bhajan or when he is praying to God with the purity of his heart, we can easily connect to him, and that connects to the God. It's a form of your bhakti yoga, and we were really, we appreciate both of you to taking us through this wonderful session. And I must say, you both are taking our Indian culture to a different level, a greater dimension, and putting it to a global platform. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for that. And I wish in future we have many more sessions with you. And thank you so much. I wish a good health, and God bless you both. Thank you so much. I would like to, yeah.
Thank you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Yeah, I would like to thank Prachi ji, who started. Sorry, I got muted. Yeah, I would like to thank Srinivas ji for taking us very smoothly to the session, and for the wonderful hosting. Thank you so much. I also would like to thank all the audience, all the participants who attended today this program, and I'm sure everyone get benefit today's program. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. And last but not least, thank you so much, Subhash ji and the Singapore team, for organizing this wonderful session. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Likesh ji, for the word of thanks. I would quickly like to touch upon what is the 30 days global challenge, and is very close to all of us, which is currently in progress from 1st May 2022 and shall continue for the whole month of May 2022. Just a few points to note: meditate daily, submit your report daily, push yourself a little bit in the adverse conditions, ask questions, and please do attend all the events that will be organized like this over the next 1 month. Please do attend all the events. An amazing chart which shows all the meditation practice sessions and various timings. This is available on the website as well as on the Facebook page of Raga and Yoga. Please do get yourself informed about this one. Yes, there is a lot of support which has been generated by, you can see it on the screen, and it's a wonderful support from all of these companies and people associated with them as supporting partners to this 30 days global meditation challenge. We are near the end of this session, and now we'll be offering a closing prayer, which is called Shanti Pat. At the current situation, the whole world has suffered and is recovering from the global pandemic. We will pray to Sadhguru for peace of the whole world. To offer this prayer in the holy feet of the Master, I would again like to invite Likesh ji from Oman.
Thank you, Srinivas ji. Shanti Pat. He Prabhu Shanti Swarup ho, Shanti Shanti Ma, Shanti Shanti Jana Shanti ho, Purna Shanti Mai Shanti. He Prabhu Shanti Pradhan Kar, दूर हो सर्वय शांति, देव सदा फल शांतिमय, शांति शांति सुख शांति. बोली सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय. Over to you, Srinivas ji.
So this is the end of this session. Thank you everyone for your participation, by taking time out to be here today. Definitely, there are many more events. Look forward to having you there. Please look out for the daily meditation page or any of the WhatsApp groups you are in. Till then, take care, stay healthy. Bye-bye.